Greetings, wonderful viewers. Of course, it's Atlantic TV, the home of TV Revolution. And we are back with another wonderful program called Sports 360 Light. As usual, we are located in the little smiling coast of Africa, the Gambia, and our studios in the West Coast region side of Gambia, that is Farato. Well, it's another edition of Sports 360 Light. My name is Bakari Mane, fondly called Big Sam, the host of the program. And in today, we will definitely be talking about sports, which is football. And this time around, we'll be concentrating on female football. And of course, my guest today follows and talk about female football across the length and breadth of the nation Gambia. Welcome. My guest today is no other than Sheikh Sidat Kujabi, the commentator. Welcome, Sheikh Sidat. It's been a while, huh?
It's been a
You are
while,
not
sir.
easily find like at Robin.
Honestly speaking, it's a pleasure to be here.
Welcome to Sports 360 Light, Atlantic TV.
Thank you very much, Big Sam. It's an honor for me to be here today with you at Atlantic TV. I'm very much delighted to be invited as your guest and like you give it in the introduction to talk about something that I love talking about, and that is women football.
Yeah, thank you very much. There you got it, and it's coming to you here on our studios in Farato, Sports 360 Light, as always. But before we go, maybe you have, especially you have your girls that are playing in Senegal right now, and other people, maybe you have one or two to say hi to them, a little bit greetings to your fans and people of Cambridge, yeah?
Like you said, though I'm a native of Cambridge, but then when you speak about Sheikh, Sidat the commentator, is now a national thing because I'm everywhere covering gyms, local football, and also in particular when it comes to women football in the Gambia. I've been committed to this cause based on reasons best known to me, and as we unfold in the program, those details will come. And a big greetings to every follower out there, especially those ardent women football followers in the country, to all the clubs, to all the managers, and to every women football follower in the Gambia. A big afternoon to each and every one of you.
Thank you. That's your mind, Sidat, the commentator. Okay, and like you've already highlighted in intro that yes, you are a native of Cambridge, but as you've been covering football, the nooks and corners of the Gambia, especially women football, those that are always Sidat, the commentator, say, can you tell us a little bit about Sidat, the commentator, born where, a little bit on that?
Yeah, most of the people, comes to know of our work through various media outlets, both electronic and then print, and also through the social outlets, based on what we do and does best. And for those of you who might not know very much about Sidat, the commentator, that's my identity. Many people knows about me in the media fraternity. Whenever the commentator follows, everybody knows that is that unique sect, the commentator, that have been doing an amazing job when it comes to women football. Basically, I'm a native of Kemuje, though I was born in Brikama, Sanjaba, but later moved to relocate at Kemuje, where I'm currently residing. And my work has to do with sport journalism in general, but particularly as a football commentator, a pundit, and a sport writer who focus most of my energy, promoting women football and making sure women football also get that equal visibility, that equal publicity, that to that of the male counterpart. Because I feel at some point, there is a gap difference when it comes to the media concentration when it comes to the male sector compared to that of the female sector.
Football. We'll come to that. We'll come to that.
Yes,
we'll come to that.
So,
and because that is some of that, that's the main reason that I brought you. We'll talk when we. But a little bit education background? If
Yeah,
any?
I started my early schooling at Brikama Primary, then to Bottrop Junior and Senior, then from there to GTTI, and then to Quantum Institute to
Oh,
do IT, and then at GTTI I study electronic engineering.
ah,
Then as a person, I'm that student who always is curious to learn about other things outside my field
okay.
or concentration. So I'm that individual who love to research a lot
Oh, yeah.
outside my main field. And then the passion of becoming a sport journalist was not something that I dreamed of as a young child growing up. But then as somebody who loves to explore other things outside my main
My
domain,
main job.
then I eventually see myself as a as a sport journalist,
Journalism.
a sport commentator, because since in the early days, I was a footballer before retiring as becoming a football coach.
But
Then
what was the qualification before we go to what inspired you into football? What
yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit qualification because we're coming to that. That is what inspired you to the football.
Yeah,
Yes, but before that, a little bit.
I'm an advanced diploma holder when it comes to electronic
Oh
engineering.
man, yeah.
Yes.
And next time I got a problem in my studio here and radio on my house, Sheikh that will be my guy. All right, back to the topic. What inspired you into uh, journalism, especially sports?
Yeah, I think it all comes down to the background as somebody who, was actively into, playing football, and then, becoming as a coach and then a sport administrator. Then, realizing that football journalism or media hold a big sector when it comes to publication, visibility, and all those stuffs. Then following the gym and researching on football, following some of the big football
Yeah,
commentators, the
that's why
likes of
I was calling
Peter Jury, yes,
inspirations. Yeah.
the likes of Peter Jury,
Okay.
who is my main inspirator. And
Ah,
some people, love to, give me that name whenever I'm doing the commentary. But then I love to maintain my identity. That's why I maintain Sheikh Sidat Kujabi, the commentator. But some people also call me as, the Gambian Peter Jury
so the inspiration come from different background,
background.
from you as a football player,
Exactly.
as the one who love game, also from some of these big
Exactly.
name Peter Drury. So that also inspire you.
Especially Peter Jury and Tom Beckley, inspired me, a great deal. These are figures whom I definitely, love, what they do. I love, the passion that they brought into the gym, especially, Peter Jury, he once said, the role of a commentator is that individual who brings football from the pitch to every household, to make it live as if the individual is there watching. And
Okay.
then that's the reality. When we were young, I remember when FMB was on full swing, the likes of you, Big Sam, Aliu Fall, Andy Ko, whenever we are at home following football, your voices are something that also add to that inspiration, of us, aspiring to, follow your footsteps and continue the good job that you have been doing in the Gambia. I can say you and then the likes of Aliu Fall and then brother John and
Gajaga, uncle.
Gajaga and Diko are part of people who definitely inspired us to choose this lane. And today I'm more than honored to share the same platform with you.
But I heard that you got a little bit inspiration from KB Sonko, the journalist. What was that about?
Yeah, Kevi gave me the platform. Though when coming into the commentary scene, I realized Brikama is that community, that have the background of exposing young talents to becoming who they are. And KB becoming one of the renowned sport journalists in the Gambia, his work and engagements when it comes to the media scene have been, something that is well cherished and respected by those who are in the media industry. Then coming into the scene as a commentator, I started my career, at my local front, that is Kembuji football. I was there and as the head of media and then the PRO, realizing that I have this potential or quality as a commentator. Then I give it a shot at local
Okay.
front. Then it was very interesting, and people love, what is coming from me, and lot of encouragement from my community people that this is something that you can carry on to become big in the industry. Then I communicated KB regarding, we want to take our talent to another level, and we
Okay.
believe, Brikama is the right platform for us to showcase what we have. And KB and Sumana Kamara were all welcoming. They give us the platform, me and Lamarana, because we were doing it together at Kemuje.
Okay. Okay.
Then from there, when we come to the BSC tournament, we went boom and
And then
everything.
you have that.
Love it,
But I
yeah.
will also saw you with LSTV, One Power
As
Party and Co.
as
sometimes.
exactly. Then from there, when people realize, the talent in you, obviously, people will definitely go for talent.
Okay.
Understood. So party of LSTV and the rest of the LSTV crew also, approach, knowing that, I can function as a lead commentator and also as a co-commentator. And I think LSTV have a shortage when it comes to the co-commentator area, because Pa is more of a lead commentator.
Okay.
That's where I come in.
You come in.
Yes.
Well, awesome, fantastic one. So it's like say, take it from Big Sam to Aliu to and Peter Duru, and so to blend it together. No doubt about that. Thank you so much for
You're welcome.
because we all are inspired by one another. You talk about Big Sam, talk about BMJ, first guy to get me from a football field, and then talk about Peter Gomez giving me platform to comment. So I think yeah, we all have one or two. But now let's talk about it. See that the commentator is focused more on females football. Why?
Big Sam, before going into that, we are also into business at some point.
Okay.
I'm a realtor, a CEO for that matter. I'm the
Oh.
founder of Unique Tech Real Estate at
Oh.
some point, before, switching into, like I said, I'm a man of so many
So many
areas. So,
areas. Well, that's good.
yeah.
So let's go back to the topic. Why is concentrate on female football?
Yeah, like though when we are first coming into the industry, we come to contribute our quota towards the general outlook of football development in the country, because we realize that commentary and sport punditry is a gap that is been left in our media sector. So we fill the gap by coming into that domain. But then when we come, we realize there is this much attention given to the male football compared to the female sector. And like every media outlet and every sport writer or a sport journalist enjoy to give more attention to that of the male football, because that has been the dominant factor. So when we look at everything, we realize something is missing. These are our sisters, and they are doing an almighty job, trying to take their game to new heights. But then there comes an important sector that is lacking. That is the visibility, the publicity, or the media attention that is needed, to publish what these female athletes or bowlers are doing. So realizing that we feel the need and the urge for someone to come in and do that job for the female ballers or the female football industry. And that's the main reason that inspired us to come. And then at some point, I was invited to go and watch one of the female gyms. I think that was Berewuleng against Quetta. That was their fourth season, when they promoted to the first tier. Then looking at the gym, seeing the quality of these Berowlen players and also, these players from Coitas, then I realized, look, these girls, they have, you know, these great potentials or quality in them. Look, I am opportune to see what they are doing, but many people, the likes of me, were not fortunate, to see exactly what Kumba Kuyat, Kasama or Mafanta or Ilen or Veronica Sambu is all about. And somebody needs to make sure what these people are doing on the pitch is well filtered or connected to the rest of the public out there. Then that's where
Everything turns.
everything
That's
turns.
where you said,
Yes, that,
yeah, we have lots covered in the game that is football, but let's come.
Let's come in and support, promote, and help
And
female
help.
football. Yeah.
Okay, there, that's so clear. So now, as the guy that is concentrating on that female football. But by the way, remember you were tuning and then you watching Atlantic TV, the home of TV Rebel, and this program is called Sports 360 Light with me, myself, Big Sam. I am no other than the guest is Sheikh Sidat Kujabi, the commentator. Moving on, what can you tell us about female football in the Gambia? By extension to the entire world. But let's talk about the local one as the one that is concentrate on female football.
Yeah, I think we are definitely growing as a nation when it comes to female football development in the country compared to the past years that was because currently we have seen a significant improvement when it comes to the competitive nature of the league, when it comes to the qualities of the players, the qualities of the technicians, the investment that is put in or pumped into the gym have definitely improved, and I believe that have definitely impacted the general outlook of how female football was perceived before as just a mere show or competition, but now it is more of a business and more of a serious competition compared to before. So I think we are definitely improving as a nation. We have seen quite significant growth when it comes to the number of talent in female football. It have definitely grew significantly compared to the past years. When you go and watch female football, you see young athletes, the likes of Sarah Jaju at her age doing what she does. You definitely knows that there have been great technical investment invested on her. That's the reason why she is competing at such high level at our age and competing even at international level without fear, without pressure, because technically he is well equipped with the resources that he need to do the job. And as a result of that, she is doing the job as expected at the highest level. So I think the investment, the technical adjustment as technicians improve on their technical know-how, the media coverage also have definitely improved, and the public support, I mean the fans, and also the change of perspective,
Yeah, the mindset
of
Yeah.
how people used to
Perceive the
consider
football.
or
Okay.
perceive women
Yeah.
football as something that is not worthy or useless, and then all those things have changed drastically, and I think those have impacted to the growth of female football in the Gambia significantly.
Quite awesome. I know it's becoming a sorry about that. It's becoming a very good sport that we are all following, and I think well, if you in fact even go to the world stage, I think female football, if not becoming a par with the male, because the number of people that goes to the stadium, even outside wall, we were not seeing that a couple of years ago, but now parks are filled. International games, you cannot even compare whether you are female playing or not. So I think also the World Football Governing Body FIFA is pumping a lot of money into this game we call football, especially female football. Let's now come to. I want you to give us the latest version of the Gambia First Division. You cover a lot of games, second and first division. Take us through to some of the key games that you cover, both in the second and first division of this nation, Gambia.
Uh, Talking about before we come to that, you made mention of the significant growth or acceleration when it comes to women football
Yeah,
across the globe. I think that comes down to the commitment of FIFA, the global governing body of football, by injecting a lot of investment into female football and trying to close down the gap difference between the male sector and also the women sector by making this significant commitment that they are going to, improve female football by 2035, to make sure, the gap between the male and the female sector is very, very
very
narrow.
minimal.
And you can see that thing happening. Like you said, when you go to some of the stadium, you see the stadia being full to full capacity. You cannot even uh, differentiate when it comes to the attendance, whether this is a male competition or a female
Female,
competition.
yeah.
And the competitive nature of quality coming from these national teams or clubs, you definitely see football, but not female bowlers or male bowlers. You see the quality of football that these female bowlers are doing, and it looks like you are watching male football, because you see Barcelona, the Femino of Barcelona play football, the Femino of Arsenal play football, Real Madrid. You think, these are male footballers doing the job. So coming back to our league in the Gambia, I believe last year have been,
The key moments in it.
yeah,
Maybe we cannot recall everything, but just
yeah,
a little
yeah,
key moment.
the
I
key,
know they have been history
yes,
already from
yes.
Red Scorpion, the batting to Bere, but some of the key moments.
Yeah, the key moment have been, Berewuleng, going for glory. And then at some point it was very narrow, wherein you cannot tell whether from the airport Johnson the cop is heading to the gold project or is heading to Brikama. When Breulen take on TMT at
TMT.
that fateful day, TMT were at second, Red Scorpion at the other hand are taking on Gambia Police Force at the Gold Project, who are also at fourth. So by then, Red Scorpion was at third, and if Red Scorpion won and Berewuleng drew or lose, Red Scorpion would have become the champion. And right here, if TMT also won at Brikama, the theater of entertainment, then TMT would have been, the champion. So I think that tightness or competitiveness of this year's competition for me have been the key take in the league. And then TMT were the first team to give Berewulen the questions. And at some point, every Berewulen faithful was like, we are about to surrender the league to TMT. But out of blue, Sarah produced that individual quality, that individual brilliance, to restore parity and eventually, go on to pull that world-class finish of a striker to put the smile to the Brikama faithful. And for the first time in the history of Gambia, that a team from Brikama happens to be the champions of the women's division. And Berewuleng, I think it comes as a result of continuous effort and putting that consistency for the past 4 years, finishing third, second, and then the fourth year, they went all out to win it. And that self-belief, that desire, and that spirit in them. I think that is the fire burning inside them. And you can see how they are playing at Senegal.
Exactly.
You feel this is a team that have the desire to compete despite
That is the WAF women qualifiers.
Wafu women qualifiers, despite the fact that you know the experience compared to most of those teams that they are grouped with. This is their first time appearing. But then what they are doing is not something that you can uh, uh, qualify as a first time, at,
First time.
first timers to appear at such a competition. They play with just play with belief, desire, and courage. And any team that comes on their way, they are just ready to go and exploit and see what they can have.
Well, that is very well for you. In fact, they are the double champions. They took both the league and the FF Cup, and they are representing Gambia at the WAFU right now. In fact, there's a good news that their captain, who missed the first and the second game, is back with the squad. We don't have much time, but if I ask you, what is the most important message regarding female football that you want to? Because it must have what we call the improvement or the lack of improvement. But what is your general message regarding Gambian football, or maybe female football in particular?
Yeah, I think the global football body FIFA is very much serious and very much particular about female football development across the entire globe. So I think the Gambia should take advantage of this opportunity. Make sure we are very much particular and serious about female football development and growth. And I think if our authorities take this opportunity very serious, we will be opportune to attract a lot of funding from FIFA and also attract a lot of investors, across the globe, because this gym, Big Sam, cannot progress rapidly without massive investment. So I think investment also follows the quality of a league. So I think we need to see as a nation what can we do to improve on the quality. And talking about the quality, we also needed the good environments or the good infrastructure to make sure we have the right platform to play this competition. So I think those are areas that we need to look into, and also clubs also to see how they can improve on two key areas that I believe are definitely needed to improve on their marketing and also their visibility, and that has to go with a very good marketing team and also a very good media team to make sure the team is well have that enough publication or publicity, and also a very good marketing team to sell the agendas of the club. I think that are some of the areas or means where we can attract a lot of potential investors who might be interested to come in, because the media is there giving that positive side of the game, the development or the growth of football in the Gambia, and the marketing is there, making sure they sell the agenda of the club. And I think those two things, if well handled, can definitely attract a lot of attention and also attract a lot of, let's say, public attention towards female football, because this we have experimented in the past few years, and everybody knows that there is a shift when it comes to the perspective of the masses with regards to female football before and now. There have been a very big difference with regards to that. That is as a result of our stories, as a result of our interviews, our publications, that the media is getting the feedback and understanding, oh, what we used to perceive about female football is not the reality of how female football is all about. And then Big Sam, clubs should realize, the media are a very, very powerful
Very
tool
powerful,
that,
very
they need to work hand in glove with, not to see them as an enemy. It's my job to write something negative about your club, but at the other end, it's my job, to maintain that partiality and write something positive about your club. Understood? So those stories that we send out there are the same stories that keep the public engaged, attracted, and generate that attention to the actual female football or the actual female competition, and that desire in their heads would definitely trigger that ambition to come and watch, what Berawuleng is all about because of the stories, what Red
What we
Scorpion
say,
is
right. Well,
all
I
about.
think the media is very,
They,
very
they,
important. So
they,
see that we finally come to the end of the day's wonderful interview regarding to the any final message? A quick one.
Uh, like I always challenge the media, to give more, platforms to the female football. I know they are doing a lot. Atlantic is one of the online TVs that have been, doing an amazing job. Big Sam, you are always everywhere in this country. You are not a hidden figure when it comes to female development. I would encourage you and Atlantic to take the lead, like I encourage other online TV and then radio stations to also keep on keeping and then promoting female football in the
They will do
Gambia.
that.
So the media is my target.
Thank you so much, Sidat. Let me thank you again. Thanks for coming. A very brilliant interview, the in-depth of the. And let me tell my my listeners and my viewers that this is not going to be the first time because Sidat is one out of many and the Jaras to come and talk about female football here on Atlantic TV. Well, that does it for the Sport 360 Live today. Once again, my guest was Sheikh Sidat Kujabi, the commentator, one of few Gambian journalists that are concentrating on women football. From me, Big Sam, thanks to the cameraman right here, Ali Badra. He's from the countryside, Sotokoi. Tujaronkole. Aha, Nyima Jameni Bara. Thanks to Kumba, Job, Nanganev Kumbis, and then the one and only my favorite cameraman, Edward Nuhabaj, and the head of the TV, and that is no other than Mata Juba Juba. On that note, I'll be back with more sports 360 Live on Atlantic TV, the home of TV revolution. On that note, keep on sporting. Bye.